Buonasera a tutti and welcome again to La Cucina Quarantena. Venerdì sera. It is the Friday night. I know maybe you don't even realize it's Friday night because how would anybody know? Because it's Groundhog's Day every day. So it is Friday night though, and in our house we are attempting to keep track of the days. So Friday is the day that the kids get to stay up as late as they want. So cameraman, tell me, how late are you staying up tonight?
I don't know because I've actually been getting up way too early the past few days so I can do Teams meetings. So I'm thinking it's going to be earlier than 4.
Yeah, 4 is what they like to do. And I can't say anything because when I was 15, I did the same thing. So I am going to probably hit the sack early. I was on early this morning. If you didn't notice, I was on Instagram with my friend Monica Cesarato at 10 o'clock this morning, 9 o'clock this morning. She is so much fun to talk to. If you didn't get to catch that, head over to Instagram and look up Monica Cesarato. And you'll also find the link in my bio and my tag photos, and you can listen to our conversation from this morning.
Is that with a CH?
Ceserato.
Okay.
And also, I did speak today with David Torrey. We had a wonderful, fun time on Zoom. He played a lot of music. We had actually quite a large crowd on Zoom. It was fantastic. So that seemed really successful. We'll go ahead and do that again this next week. I have 2 guests coming up this next week that are going to be a lot of fun. I'll let you know more about that later, and I will post the conversation with David on YouTube as soon as I figure out how to use iMovie better. So, okay. So tonight I'm going to show you how to make another cocktail because it is Friday, so it's time for cocktails, and it does not include olive oil. Let's put the olive oil away. But before we do that, Italian drinks are always accompanied by, at this time of day, aperitivo hour, by little nibbles, little snacks. And you remember a couple of days ago, we made this beautiful bouquet of grissini. These ones here were made with sauteed onion that I had basically kind of pureed in the Vitamix, and then I toasted them in a pan and added them to the dough. Rolled them out, twisted them, put some kosher salt and olive oil, and baked them. And these are still good. I've had them out as an artful arrangement in my kitchen the last few days, but they're just so pretty. But they're also still very tasty. So we did make 2 doughs, though. We made the dough ahead of time to show you guys. And then we had a dough that Nico made, and this is Miss Isis. Nico he made a dough with Parmesan. So this one's the one with onions, and this is the one that has garlic and Parmesan in it. So it's just been sitting in the bread maker, sort of stewing and rising for the last couple of days. And I thought instead of throwing it out, I would go ahead and make some crackers for aperitivo hour. So we have a little nibble to go along with our drinks. So the nibbles can be crackers, cheeses, olives, almonds, any kind of little small bites. So it's really fun. And maybe we'll do that another night. I'll actually help you prepare an aperitivo spread. But tonight, let's just make the crackers, which we could use for aperitivo. So I took this very simple grissini recipe, which I will put up on my blog. It's just a very simple recipe that just kind of a flat bread. I've rolled it out really, really thin and put some Pam on the pan to make sure that it doesn't stick. But this is really like a membrane, basically. You want to make it as thin as you can. On top of that, I brushed olive oil.
You can see the pan.
I know. I brushed olive oil, and then I took some Parmesan, and instead of letting the Parmesan just be on top, I've taken the back of my knife and I've mashed the Parmesan into the crackers, and then I cut them with a pizza roller, like this. Così. So now when I bake them, in theory, they should turn out actual in pieces instead of just one big sheet that you break up, so a little bit tighter. So I'm going to pop that in the oven, and theoretically by the time I'm done making my cocktail, we should have crackers to show you. So let's see what happens. In they go. I've been showing you guys my oven so much that I finally went and scrubbed the interior of my oven down so you guys don't have to see a dirty oven. So let's get on to our cocktail today. So the cocktail is called Pirlo, and a Pirlo it kind of means like pirouette or turning. So the reason it has that name is that when this drink was originally invented, pouring Campari into wine, it kind of made a little dance and a swirl, and that's why they call it that. So this is another good way to use up things you have around the house. This was a bottle of wine from Easter, so it's old. But I kept it around anyway because why get rid of wine when you can just use it as a mixer? Still smells okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pour in about half white wine. I'm just going to eyeball this one. And then I'm going to take the Campari and go ahead and zoom in on this, Lou. Let's see if it does the little pirouette as I pour it in. Oh, look how it does that. It kind of, it's like a lava flow. Isn't that pretty?
That is.
So we'll do that again. Ooh, very pretty. And then to top it off, you should have soda water. I don't have any soda water. I have ginger ale and I have aranciata rossa, the San Pellegrino. That's
I didn't know we had that.
There are plenty of surprises in our pantry. I don't tell the kids when I buy soda because they So I thought I would just not tell them. Anyway, so this is going to be my my substitute, and I think this is a good substitute because Campari typically goes really well with orange flavors. Ginger ale would not have worked so well, so it's not going to be a strict Pirlo. It will be a quarantine version. It will be Pirlo alla Quarantena. Oh, and look at that pretty color. It really looks like a blood orange. So we could call this the blood orange cocktail.
Looks like a Bloody Mary, kind of.
Yeah, look at that. Dang, that's good. I think I've just invented something new. So there you go, a new cocktail. Should be white wine, Campari, and soda water, but with the aranciata rossa, it's quite good. It is a little light on the wine, I must say. I've had a bit of a day today, so extra wine is appreciated.
And then one of our top fans, Jerry Kurt, asked how, I believe he asked how to spell Campari, and there's the label, Campari.
This is really the classic Italian liqueur. It's not for everybody. I'm just going to tell you that straight up. It is very bitter, so a lot of people aren't going to like it at all. So that's why I like to mix it with sweet things, because it has a nice balance. For me, I really like bitter, but I think that's also just the place I am in my life right now. I like kind of the bitterness. If you like things slightly more bittersweet, go with Aperol, A-P-E-R-O-L. Aperol is a very similar drink. It's the one that's bright orange. It looks like a construction worker's vest. And that makes a very good cocktail, just mixed with white wine and soda water. That's a spritz. That's a spritz with Aperol. Yes, Luca?
I answered the wrong question. So Jerry Kurt wants to know how to spell the name of the cocktail.
Oh, Pirlo, P-I-R-L-O, Pirlo. So it's yet another version of Campari. And we can keep going with these Campari drinks. You can just get one of these bottles and every night we'll make something different. The other thing I'm going to make for you another day is just a simple Campari and orange, which is the really classic variation of drinking a Campari. So, or, you know, in Rome, if you go out to Piazza Navona, you'll see people sitting out there just with Campari over ice. That's a little much for me. That's pretty bitter. So I'm going to say no grazie. All right, let's go and check. We got our dinner accoutrement out here. I'm making a split pea soup in the Instant Pot with our leftover Easter ham. And let's have a look. Ooh, they're getting very pretty. Let's go ahead and let people see. Look at those. Aren't those lovely?
Those are going to be really good.
They're going to be really good. So that's how you make crackers for aperitivo, little Parmesan crisps. So that's all we've got for you tonight. We're going to be back tomorrow. Tomorrow I think I'm going to do, we'll see. I may go to my parents' house, but if I don't go to my parents' house, one of these weekend days I'm going to make for you my fake porchetta. So if you love porchetta, oh, Luca's excited.
Oh my goodness.
Fake porchetta, porchetta alla Sera is coming this weekend. If you would like to cook along with me, be sure to pick up a pork shoulder if you can. You don't need a big one. You can get a big one. I've got a big one. But you can even just get a small one. You're going to need pork shoulder, rosemary, garlic, lemon, olive oil, salt and pepper. And that's pretty much it. So we're going to make my fake porchetta, which then I'm going to show you how to recycle into 3 more meals next week. So we're going to eat that porchetta all week next week, and I'll show you how to use every last little bit of meat in the true Italian style. So there you go, and Luca's so happy.
He's so happy about that porchetta. So
he likes that a lot. Okay, buonasera everybody. Ci vediamo domani. Ciao.